Weekend greetings, darlings. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Shani. Good morning. I wanted to just slip in a bit of this knowing about how to protect yourself energetically when it comes to your hair, because I know that hair is a big thing, and I'm not going to be redundant and speak about hair being energy and all of it and interconnectedness, because I know that there are a lot of wonderful souls that are doing their bit in that respect, and I think there is a lot of knowledge in that regard, so I won't waste your time. But if you are someone that goes to a salon to get a haircut, whether it's a trimming, a full shave, whatever it may be, this is something when I used to still have my hair shaved at salons, well, barbershops. I always went with a cloth, a sheet. Usually it would be, traditional textile, one of my many, and I would lay that down. It's not because of any deep fundamental cultural reason. It's just because I love them, and from any whichever culture, I just think they're really great, and it's just wonderful to adorn one's physical being with African textiles. It really is. Anywho, back to the hair. So it can be anything, a towel, a sheet, an old, whatever. As long as it's able to spread out enough, you place it under the chair that you sit on at the salon and make sure that, at least a meter out so that it catches all of your hair. And when you're done, you just pull up the sheet. And that way you are in full control of how you get rid of your hair. And another thing is, before you go to the salon, is to set intentions around your hair and call upon however you refer to them, ancestors, guides, angels, guardians, archangels, etc. You call upon them to shield you, to protect you, whether is you do shpato shalikaya, your shpato is the thing where they say, what's shpato in English? The family story, where African people are able to trace their lineage. And so, however it is that you commune, however you invite your people, your guardians, your angels, you do that and you say, shield me, secure my being, secure the knowledge, secure everything that comes to me through this mane, and that whomsoever touches my hair, if it's someone whom should not be handling my crown, may I know it, so that moving forward I can change it. And also to harbor no fear from the experiences that already exist between me and that person, in thinking that if there was ever anything that they might have done, that I am somehow still in danger, because that is not true. Oftentimes when an energy is picked up, more often than not, it's not that someone is doing something to you. It just means that you are not energetically aligned for whatever reason. And when there is no alignment, there's a clash, and things are difficult. So even though you can experience movement, it's always after, it always feels like you're trudging through mud, somewhere between wet and almost dry mud field. And so that's what the absence of alignment does. So oftentimes, culturally, especially with African indigenous cultures, and I know that a lot of island indigenous cultures as well, that it's very common to immediately think that someone is doing something to you, when really it just means that you are energetically misaligned. So you have those prayers and that invitation, which in whichever way is comfortable to you, and you collect your hair afterwards. even for, this is not for women, this is for everybody that has hair that gets cut. We are living in a time where protecting our energetic field is paramount. It cannot be left for another time. It cannot be, oh, I'm too lazy to do it at this time. It's very, very important. So when you go for your haircuts, always collect it. If you are someone that likes synthetic hair, I don't even know if that is still a thing. When braids, the world of braiding started, it was also synthetic hair. But I know that weaves are at spectacular levels now. And I know that there has been, once again, a lot of work, a lot of material shared about energies and where this hair comes from, etc., etc. But I'm someone who likes to deal with things as they are and not how they should be. So in that spirit, if you wear a weave, there's something that I've seen that women do. And it's, women, we're so open, we like to share. And when we have something nice, we want everyone to try it out and maybe get it for themselves and that sort of thing. And so I've seen often when a woman receives a new wig, a new weave, is a weave the one that gets so, I'm not even going to try to understand. Weave wig, okay? Forgive me. I'm so much into semantics and I'm so deliberate about language. So when I ask the question, I'm not posing it, to be, I'm not being disingenuous. I truly want to use the correct term, but nonetheless, often I've seen women let other women try on their wigs, and it's a fabulous one, and see how it looks, etc., etc. Again, it's not that your friend is necessarily doing something to you, blah 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 blah. Perhaps she's just at a place, or he's at a place where the energy that they are carrying, especially when someone is in a transitionary energy space, going through the tunnel energy space, everything is so sacred because a lot of things are about release and release of things that are no longer needed. And so you follow, yes, you follow. And so you don't want to take on someone's release. So what do? You set your intentions, and the most significant thing is to take your wig or your weave and give it I don't know the allowed temperature, but as warm as you're allowed, with some salt. It can be coarse sea salt, it can be just table salt. It does not matter, because we don't want to make this annoying to do. We want to make it accessible and easy as possible. And you just dip it 3 times nicely in there, but make sure that the water is soaked in through, and let it rest and let that drain off. And you can rinse it off because you don't want that white residue afterward. And I'm always very open that if someone wants guidance in terms of a prayer, a word, or how they might be able to consecrate their being and secure their energy, go onto my website. You can reach me via WhatsApp, via email, and I'm more than happy to share a little template that I have to say you can proceed in this way. And you use what you use what makes sense to you, that which most speaks to who you are. But absolutely, when it comes to your hair, protect your energy. All right, darlings. Love, cuddles, giggles, and always furry kisses. Mwah. Love you, darlings.